Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Hope everyone had a good holiday. Today we're back on the grind and I want to talk about a project, an L1 specifically, that everyone in the crypto space, not everyone, but a lot of people seem to hate on this project. And no matter what's been thrown at it, it still remains in the top 10. And that project, if you haven't guessed it by now, is Solana. So let's get into Solana and see if it's still worth an investment and if it can possibly blow come the next bull cycle. All right, let's see. So the inspiration for this video came from a Bankless article, and the title was the same as my thumbnail: "This L1 blockchain won't die." And the article begins by talking about how SBF and Alameda Labs and basically FTX kind of propped up the price of Solana because Solana, the last bull cycle, hit around $200, and it was deemed as the ETH killer and all of that. Then we found out what was going on with FTX and SBF and his shenanigans, and it took a big blow. Solana got a black eye because of that. Not to mention, most recently, Gensler listed Solana as a security, so that didn't help either. And lastly, the outages that Solana's had. They've had a few, over the past couple of years. Last year, to be specific, with 2021, 2022, they had some outages, but there have been any outages as of late. But these three things weighed heavily on Solana, and most projects probably would have crumbled if this happened to them. So the project was very intriguing, and this article was very good, and basically goes on to give a history of Solana. It just says, first launched in 2017, Solana is a blockchain that has been designed to offer unparalleled base layer throughput and scalability compared to other popular L1s. While at the time of this writing, Bitcoin was facilitating 5 transactions per second and Ethereum 30 transactions per second, Solana is 4,000 transactions per second, and the network can theoretically support transaction levels in the range of 65 to 75,000 TPS. Accordingly, Solana's ability to power near instant transactions in extremely inexpensive fashion has made the network an attractive alternative to ETH and for some Web3 developers and users. So I'll stop it there. So ETH, we love it. It is slow and needs L1s in order to L2s rather to scale, but the gas fees whenever it's congested is ridiculous. It's crazy, crazy high. And to send something on Solana is fairly quick and it is cheap. And I think some of the outages were due to the near free transactions. That's probably why some of the bugs and it got hacked. But that is very, very attractive as far as all L1s go. It's pretty fast when it goes up there. And the gas fees are pretty low. So that's what I like about Solana, and that's what I think separates it from the others. And I'm going to talk about another big thing that may separate it from other L1s as well. Looking at CoinMarketCap, Solana is currently ranked number 9. And current price at the time of this video is around 19 bucks, so right under 20. It's important to note that after the SEC lawsuit, Solana went down to, I want to say, sub $15. So it's come back up. And if we look at the market cap of Solana, is about 7.8 billion. 24-hour trading volume is about 300,000. Circulating supply is 401 million. So there is no max supply listed, which is kind of questionable. But the total supply they have is 551 million. And then you have circulating supply of 401 million. Not knowing the max supply, but if we're just doing total supply versus circulating supply, there's not much price inflation or much dumpage coming, right? So tokenomics wise, I like it there. So Solana is, as far as tokenomics go and where it ranks and as far as the volume, I'm going to show you some other things why I think this chain is probably worth an investment. Looking at the TVL for Solana, according to DeFi Llama, is currently ranked number 11. Number 11. So the total value locked on Solana is about 271 million. Now, if we look at other L1s and we want to compare apples to apples, ETH is the big boy. It's about 26 billion. And a lot of the ETH L2s are right under it. And the other L1, the only other L1 that's on top of Solana as far as TVL is Avalanche. Avalanche has 690 million. I think my next video will be on Avalanche. It's very interesting. And then after that, you have Solana. And then following Solana, you have Phantom, another one that I like. And then you have ADA. I like ADA as well. So TVL is up there. And if we want to look at some of the projects as far as DeFi on Solana, we have the top project is Marinade Finance. Marinade Finance is their liquid staking, so you can get wrapped Solana. And the cool thing about Marinade and their liquid staking is that, you know, most times when you stake, there's a grace period of maybe 3-4 days. With Marinade, it's instant, and that's what's making it very appealing, and probably why it's the #1 DeFi project on Solana. Then number 2, you have Lido, and then Orca, which is their DEX, and then you have Radium, which is their DEX as well. So that's what we got as far as DeFi goes for Solana. Now, if we look at the number of the active addresses on Solana, some on-chain data here. Looking for the month of December so far, we're only like December 1st. I'm sorry, July 1st. But we're at 319,000. And then we're staying in the 300s. So this data is up to July 3rd. So active addresses, still good. People are still on the project. That's what you want to see. Now, if we look at NFTs, now we talked about DeFi, and DeFi, you know, they're right, you know, there's some opportunities there, but NFTs is probably where they're blowing up right now. And at the end of June, according to CryptoSlam, Solana actually surpassed ETH and crypto volume. So that's pretty crazy. The sales of Solana's NFTs on the secondary market generated close to 24.2 million over the previous day, with sales of Ethereum totaling only 21.2. So if only for a day they surpass ETH, and that's an accomplishment for a project like Solana, especially with all the black eyes that we talked about. Now, looking at overall NFT space, they are currently ranked number 4. So if we look at total sales, again, ETH is number 1 with about 18 million. And then if you go down, you have Bitcoin, and then you have Polygon, and then Solana's right there. So top 5 as far as NFTs go. And if we look at the main thing that I wanted to talk about, why I don't think people should be sleeping on Solana, is because of Fire Dancer. You may have not heard about Fire Dancer. I'm going to read this article here that Masari came out with about it. But after this video, if you're interested, you should take a look. And if they can pull this off, it's a game changer. Right? So basically, the article goes on to say scalability is a key factor in the crypto space, with the modular approach gaining popularity. However, Solana has taken a contrarian stance. So Jump Fire Dancer is a validator client developed by Jump, and it aims to enhance Solana's monolithic approach. And if you look at the current market here, it's basically saying it's unlocking the deep blue ocean customer base for DeFi. So right now, DeFi is at its infancy. And if Fire Dancer, if they could accomplish this, they can open the gates. Businesses, individuals, all type of people might want to get into decentralized finance. So you look at the red picture there, that's the current market, and then you see the different tiers. And Fire Dancer can get us out to tier 3. And what is tier 3? Solana's combo of low asset mint, transfer costs, high TPS, low latency, composability may catalyze unknown app development in the future. And that's what we aim to do, change the whole financial system. So number 2, Jump Finance first milestone is FD Quick, demonstrated impressive transaction propagation throughout of 1 million transactions per second during its initial performance test. So Solana last year had a convention or conference somewhere, and they actually did this live with FireDance, and they tracked up to 1 million TPS. There's no project out right now that can do that. So that's just a test, but if they can do that and Solana gets out of beta, I'm just saying there's some promise there. If successful, FireDancer could unlock the blue ocean markets for the Solana ecosystem by offering unprecedented throughput, composability, and low cost. However, challenges in execution, timing, competition pose risks to its adoption and success. Number 4, scalability is worth billions in the crypto space. As networks strive to solve scalability, the network that cracks this challenge will have a significant advantage in achieving widespread adoption. And that's been the whole, I would say, when I was into Solana, that was it. I was just thinking about, hey, if something is like ETH, but just faster and cheaper, And if you can get it even faster than it is, where you can use it maybe stock exchange, Visa, MasterCard, just for everyday transactions, what type of project can do that? And if that project can hit that goal, the possibilities are endless. And then you have that project that can hit that goal and they have low as far as circulating supply. I mean, the price would be crazy for something like that. And that's why I was always into Solana. So number 5, in Web3, scalability across distributed servers and decentralized databases is a challenge. The modular approach splits functions across chains, while in a monolithic approach aims for Web2 level scalability at layer 1. 6, FireDancer aims to achieve scalability by rewriting each component of the Solana architecture. It addresses transaction propagation through its quick implementation, FD quick. Load balancing is achieved through hardware and software optimizations. And then there's a little chart there. And then number 7, FireDancer's performance demo showcased transactions at 1.8 million TPS, just off of 4 CPU cores, surpassing Solana's recommended 12-core setup. Further optimizations and scaling of consensus and execution layers are also in progress. Number 8, FireDancer's success can unlock several significant benefits. Firstly, it can enhance DeFi maturity by reducing latency times, bringing decentralized exchanges closer to centralized exchange parity. Number 9, it can also open up new application possibilities by enabling Web 2 applications on chain with 1+ million TPS. This scalability would benefit high throughput financial apps and consumer apps like social media. So again, this is what I'm talking about. If they can pull this through, this would be so practical. You can use it for something bigger than your PayPal, something bigger than Square, and quicker, and it's all decentralized. Can you imagine using something like that where you can send money like a Square or PayPal and it's not tracked, or like Venmo? Even PayPal, I think before they said there was something, they put a limit. If you transact over $600, something like that, they report you. Can you imagine if that was decentralized? That's the potential of FireDancer, something like FireDancer, what it could bring to the space, in particular Solana. Number 10, lastly, FireDancer increases Solana's chain robustness by introducing client diversity. With backup clients like Solana Labs and Jito Labs, the network can mitigate risk of bugs and maintain performance even if FireDancer encounters issues. Now, this is a big thing for Solana and its history of bugs and, being shut down for a little bit. So this is all positive in my opinion. While FireDancer presents exciting opportunities, it also faces risk. Execution, timing, and competition pose challenges that need to be overcome. Jump's ability to deliver on its roadmap and Solana's ability to compete against Ethereum's lock-in are factors. In conclusion, FireDancer represents a bold approach to scalability within the Solana ecosystem. Its potential to unlock new markets, improve DeFi, and enhance chain robustness makes it an important project to watch. However, challenges lie ahead and execution is key. So again, this is something that if you are interested, take a look at Messari and they talk about FireDancer. It's something that you should keep an eye on. And if they can pull this off, sky is the limit for sure. So looking at Solana's webpage here, they talk about their partnerships. You see Google, Circle, Brave, Jump, we just talked about with FireDancer, Meta, but they have over 11.5 million active accounts according to their website. They have 21.9 million NFTs minted, and the average cost per transaction, you see that. Now tell me how much you would love to transact on ETH with that type of price. I remember one time I was trying to buy something for like $50, and the transaction cost on ETH was about 60. Didn't make any kind of sense. So again, if we can tackle the scalability with these cheap costs, Solana could be a player in the L1 space. Looking at some more on-chain information, if we look at the number of active addresses, 7-day moving average on Solana, and if we go, let's see here. So we're looking at July 1st, about 319,000. And then if we look at the monthly active addresses on Solana, let's see here what we got. It's about 1.13 million. So number of new addresses on Solana, the 7-day moving average. Now, if we look at this historically, we look at this chart, you see that it was up and then it started going down. This is around the bear market and FTX flood and all of that. But if we look at, there's a little raise here, and then right after that, this is the Gary Gensler security information. But as far as new addresses go, it's around low 100,000s for new addresses on Solana. So they're still active. It's not a dead chain. People are still on it. And if we look at the historical price of Solana, we see the peak here was during the last bull cycle. There were $249. This was November 2021. Then, we hit the bear market and then all the FUD and all of that. And now it's been maintaining its price of, I guess fluctuated from $12 to $19. So is Solana a project to invest in? That is the question. I'm looking at Fire Dancer, if I'm being honest. Fire Dancer is going to be the key. If they can pull that off, and better yet, maybe even before Fire Dancer, because once they pull that off, everyone's going to be on Solana, and then the price won't remain where it's at. I believe Fire Dancer should be completed by the end of the year, maybe 2024, and Solana's still in beta, so if they can get out of beta, fix all the bugs, you have Fire Dancer in place, the NFTs are still going strong, DeFi will continue to grow, especially if the Fire Dancer comes on and they fix their bug issue. I don't see why Solana can't be a big player in the L1 space. If you look at the ETH market cap versus Solana's market cap, it's only a fraction, something very, very small. If they can fix the things I just talked about, they can eat into that market cap. This is with no L2. This is just one chain. They have some competition. You have Avalanche out there. You have Cardano out there. You have Phantom out there. You have other L1s. But again, nothing has piqued my interest like this Fire Dancer. So guys, that's my position on Solana. Keep an eye on it. I wouldn't be surprised if this thing blows up the next bull cycle. Let me know your thoughts on Solana. So until next time, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you. Be safe and stay well.